So religious faith is at the center of many people's lives, giving them direction and purpose. Some are vocal about their faith and aren't afraid to let people know. Others remain more private.
That's right. Well, one person who is not very vocal about his religious faith was author Ernest Hemingway. But a new book called Hemingway's Faith explores his secret religious passion. The author of that book, Mary Claire Kendall, joins us now. Mary, so happy to have you with us. As an English lit major, I have always been an incredibly massive fan of Ernest Hemingway's work. It is certainly epic and such an amazing part of our culture. Why do you think your book exposing this is important now? Obviously, Hemingway is an icon in his own right.
Well, there's an amazing convergence of events in terms of the dedication of Notre Dame. Hemingway actually famously got his start at Shakespeare and Company right across the way from Notre Dame, and he was very devoted to Mary. She actually saved his life. She, when he was lying wounded on the battlefield, bleeding profusely, he was actually closer to death in the World War I. In 1918, and so he was praying with almost tribal faith, he said, to Mary and the saints, and he really attributed his life to her intervention. And it's not unlike, I think a lot of people are aware of President-elect Trump. He had an experience, I think, similar, because what happened in Butler was miraculous, and there's some real tie-ins to Mary. And when he went back to Butler, he played the bells of Notre Dame and the Ave Maria. And Hemingway, embedded in his writing, is Mary, is his love of Mary. His first like one true sentence was about Notre Dame, gray and dripping in the rain. So when he was just starting out in 1922, he loved Mary.
So, I mean, when you think of Hemingway, you do not think of someone outwardly religious. How did he actually show his faith?
Quietly. He was he was a closet Catholic, actually, and he was very, very devout, which really hasn't been reported on. The foremost scholar of Hemingway's Catholicism, H.R. Stoneback, was very aware of it. He wrote a little pamphlet, Hemingway's Paris, Our Paris, and it really delves deeply. It's a very intricate connection. He called the cathedral in Galicia and the Santiago de Compostela his home office. He visited that a lot. So it was very quiet. He visited a lot of the Marian shrines, like after he was almost killed in those two plane crashes in 1954. And it's all in my book. If people, just take a look, they'll see it's all intricately woven. He was amazing, and he lived large. He was admittedly, a flawed
All right, Mary,
individual. Was why he needed.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you,
faith.
Mary. Unfortunately, we're out of time, and that just means you have to read the book. It sounds fascinating, and what a wonderful work, and congratulations, Mary Claire Kendall.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.